Before I get into the review, I just want to make a quick reminder. I have not read the manga, so please avoid spoilers in the comments below, and forgive me if I mispronounce or misinterpret a specific scene or other such examples, because I have not read the original source material. I'll probably get around to reading the manga after the anime is finished, or we've gotten really far along in the anime. Who knows, I might read Volume 1 and compare it with the anime at like episode 4 or 6 or something. And on that note, how did episode 2 compare to the manga? Was it panel by panel? Did they skip some stuff already? I believe this was all one chapter. Don't quote me on that. That was a rumor I heard. If it's true, tell me in the comments below. I appreciate that. Now, in this one, we learn the essence of a true hero. It's where your legs move before you even realize what you're doing. When you're trying to protect someone by risking your life, by trying to save someone in danger, that is a true hero. All the great heroes, according to All Might, have stories from their school days where their legs moved before they even realized it, and they were trying to save someone, risking their lives, fighting quirks, or trying to prevent some sort of disaster. I honestly agree with that. In order to be a true hero, you need to have courage and to be able to move without thinking, like you instinctively try to save one. Because Bakugo was being possessed or suffocated by the liquid guy whose name I don't believe we ever figured out. He looked at Deku for one second, and you could see in his eyes were, "Help me, I don't want to die." And Deku took off, even though he had been admonished by All Might for having a crazy dream of wanting to be a hero without a quirk because it's dangerous, they always risk their lives. And he took off through the crowd of citizens and through the heroes who could not do jack shit. It had like Mountain Lady, Kamui Woods, Death Arms, and all that. They couldn't do anything because Bakugo was being forced to use his quirk to make basically a minefield around him. It exploded around him, caused buildings to explode, there was fire everywhere, and they were trying to protect the citizens. So here Deku goes, a quirkless civilian. He comes charging through the heroes, and he remembered something he wrote down about Kamui. His whole move, where you have to make them basically flinch away. So he threw his backpack at the liquid guy, hit him in the eye, and caused him to somewhat release Bakugo. And Deku comes up and tries scraping away the liquid, but it's futile. And seeing all this, the weakened, deflated All Might realizes he's pathetic, because he admonished Izuku, or Deku, whatever name you want to call him, for having the crazy dream and he's not facing reality and all that. So he admonished him for that, and he realized he was being a hypocrite. He had gotten a wound from Toxic Chainsaw like 5 years ago in a fight that had been never made public. So he lost half of his lungs, all of his stomach, and he was emaciated from a bunch of medicine and all that, and he could only transform into his big bulky state, which is basically like flexing over by the pool as he compared it. He could only transform into that state for 3 hours a day, when it used to be a lot bigger. And this is fucking All Might, so if he ever gets healed, because it's still bothering him, he's coughing up blood and all that, if he ever got fixed in a way or got restored, OP. Well, he's already OP, but he'd be even more OP. And when he saw Deku run into the fire and flames and try to protect him, even though he's powerless, he's quirkless, he couldn't do anything. He knew that, but he was still trying to protect him. He ran without a second thought. All Might realized he was pathetic. So he literally powered up, and he was coughing blood and everything, and he protected Deku and pulled out Bakugo and even did a Detroit Smash, which caused like a hurricane of wind, a whole column of wind up there, and it basically created clouds, it created rain and all that. He changed the weather with a single hit. That is how fucking strong All Might is. And I'm pretty sure we haven't even seen all of his power yet. This is one where he needed to actually use a lot more of his power, but that is probably not the full extent of it. If he was in his fully healed state, you can't beat him. Now, this really begs the question, do quirks have the ability to be transferred, inherited, learned, stolen? Because when he was possessed, when Bakugo was possessed, his quirk was being used. So you can use someone else's quirk, or is that in rare cases? Can you also create your own quirks? I kind of want those questions answered, but at the same time, if it's spoiler territory, do not touch it, please. Now, gotta say, it's kind of funny when you have huge All Might suddenly deflate into his tiny state and cough blood. And at the very end of this episode, when All Might found Izuku when he was walking home because All Might had been surrounded by reporters and he didn't get the chance to apologize, he told Izuku the words Izuku wanted his mother to say to him all those years ago when he was 4 years old and he found out that he didn't have a quirk, when he was crying at the computer. Instead of saying, "I'm sorry, Izuku," he wanted, "You can be a hero. You can become a hero." And that brings Izuku to tears. Oh my god. Perfect. I love that. At first, I thought, like, this isn't as going as I thought it would, with All Might admonishing Izuku in the very beginning of this episode. He didn't say you could. He admonished him. And then as it progressed, I found I really do like Izuku as a main character. And I love how at the end it goes, "I also forgot to mention, this is a story of how I became the greatest hero." So he's going to become greater than All Might. Greater than the top of the top. So, is he still going to be a quirkless hero? Is he going to get a quirk? That's what I'm really curious to know. But based on the preview, I do watch the preview, so I kind of was spoiled. My questions were somewhat answered. Apparently you can be taught some quirks. Is it for all quirks, or is it for ones that are like pure physical quirks or something like that? I really enjoyed this episode. I did. The fights, like when Izuku, in his desperation to save Bakugo, who apparently Bakugo and Izuku are childhood friends, but Bakugo treats him like shit most of the time. Well, I could relate with that with a lot of like IRL people. You kind of are mean to your best friends and all that, but you still hang out with each other. So, Deku's kind of a little... Deku? Good MC. So far, I am really curious to see how it's going to develop. Episode 2 just reconfirmed my belief. I am sticking with this to the end. Episode 3 and on will probably keep reconfirming that, and my enjoyment was through the fucking roof. That opening, though, the vocals, the visuals, oh my god. I probably said this in my last review. Holy shit! I love it. It's like, oh, it's the only one for spring 2016 I've actually heard, besides like some anime shorts, but that's a whole nother thing. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on episode 2 of My Hero Academia. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? How did it go for you? Did it seem slow? Did it seem fast? I thought the pacing was pretty good. I really enjoyed the whole fact that All Might, his role model, his hero, told Izuku he could become a hero after witnessing and reteaching All Might that pros always risk their lives and they move without a second thought. There is no sitting around. You have to protect people. I loved that about it. I love that. So, I'll see you guys in episode 3 review of My Hero Academia. This is a damn good series. So yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Answer my questions if you want. Stay away from spoiler territory. Be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlog stocks, the usual. Check out the links down in the description where you can go and add me on Twitter and Facebook. And go check out My Hero Academia episode 2 if you haven't already. It's damn good. I recommend the series just based on these first 2 episodes. And, oh yeah, please answer my question about the adaptation. Is it still flawless? Is this chapter 1? Or have we moved on like chapter 2? I'm really curious about that stuff. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. This is AutoX Nation here, signing off. Have a good day, watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. Bye-bye, guys.